The most critical issue we are facing is climate change.
Because if we don't address climate change, there will be no future for us.
If we don't have a planet to live on, nothing else matters.
For my small part, I focus on the R's, reduce, reuse, recycle, and driving a fuel-efficient vehicle and making sure my carbon footprint is as small as I can make it.
So there's really, I think, a big disconnect today with the matter of believing scientists and science.
So many of us have enjoyed the environment, and if we don't make steps to protect the environment, then future generations will not be able to have the same pleasures and interactions with the world around us.
God gave us this entire planet to protect, and He gave us dominion over all the animals. And if we're not doing our part to protect this planet, the animals, the plants, then we're just throwing away God's gift.
We only have one Earth. There's nothing we can go back and redo. Once we've destroyed this Earth, there's no redos.
I think there's still room for discussion.
I wonder what Jesus would have to say about climate change and how we care for the Earth.
The most critical issue we're facing is climate change.
Climate change.
Climate change.
Climate change.
Climate change. Climate change.
Let me start first with a confession today. I really haven't spent much time being concerned about what I've been given the opportunity to think about and preach about this week. We're in the middle of a series where we are really listening to the things that are being said by the best educated young people ever, the Millennials and Generation Z. We're listening to what they're saying about the most important issues of their day. And our goal is to be a part of working together on this solution. Would you like to do that? I hope so. Does that sound exciting? I hope to help us do that today. I want to say hi first to United Church, my churches online and in Bath and Gunnisonville who are watching here today. I also want to say a special hi to Sycamore Creek Church who's watching. And as Pastor Mark and Jana say, we're all peeps. I don't know if you've heard that story or not. Whenever their family is driving around and they go past any United Methodist church, they all yell in the car, "There's our peeps!" So hi to Sycamore Creek Church peeps. Hi to you all. My name is Matt, and I'm the pastor at United Church online and in Bath and Gunnisonville, just north of MSU and Eastwood Town Center. We're continuing, like I said, our series today where we're really listening to the youngest and largest two generations of our time, the Millennials and Generation Z. We're addressing some of the topics that are incredibly important to them, and actually, they're incredibly important to you too, as we found out with our own church surveys. It's been interesting to find out that these topics are really important to most of you as well, and that most of you are excited about handling and exploring these topics. While we listen and discuss these ideas, we're going to ask each other, what would Jesus say about these concerns? At the end of each message, we're going to have some steps, things to do that we might accomplish because of what Jesus says. So our topic today is climate change. And this may be one of the most divisive topics we'll ever cover. Younger generations view this as a critical one. They sense that this issue is going to have catastrophic consequences for our future. More than any other issue I've come across with young people, they are frustrated with older adults who don't seem to be taking this seriously enough. They're not really trying very hard. Young people get frustrated with older people who just don't believe that climate change is a thing. Along with this frustration, there's a lot of fear. And as we'll see today, climate change casts a pale over the future of our world and civilization. So there is frustration and anger and definitely fear. Now, I recognize that there's a divide in America over climate change, and I've waded into controversial topics many times, and I think this is one of the most controversial issues of our time to talk about. I suspect that's why most pastors and most churches don't talk about climate change. And you may be wondering, is it a thing or is it not a thing? And if it is a thing, is it something that we as humans are causing? Or is it something of a natural cycle? And is this just the way our planet works?